Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Matthew Rossi, and today I'm going to be ranking every single Lana Del Rey song. Now, I'm a huge fan of watching videos of people that react to different artists, where they're reacting to Lana Del Rey for the first time. But unfortunately, I couldn't make a video like that because I've been a fan of hers since, I think, 2012. So I've been a fan of hers for a long time. So I can't make a reacting for the first time type of video. But what I can do is make a ranking video of all of her songs. Now, I went into Tier Maker and I made my own ranking list. And I included songs starting with Born to Die in 2012 all the way up until her most recent Blue Bannister songs that she released. If you are new here, then welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you end up liking this video, I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. And comment below on what your favorite songs are, how you would rank all of her songs. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, let's get the conversation going. I'd love to hear it. If you do enjoy this video and you do enjoy this content, I have a TikTok account as well, Matt_Rossi99, that I will link down below. And I've recently made some Lana Del Rey covers on there. So if that interests you, then you can follow me there. I've also recently done a conspiracy video on how I think all of Lana Del Rey's albums are connected, which some people seem to really enjoy that. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, then you can follow me. I will leave the link in the description box down below. Now that's enough talking. So without further ado, let's get this ranking started. Alright, so let's start with let's just start with the singles, get those out of the way. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna start by explaining each of the ranking categories. So at the top, we have God tier. Now, God tier transcends you to another level. It is unmatched, only she can do it, and it just brings you to another world. Then, the one underneath is iconic. Iconic is almost God tier, but not quite there. But it's still one of her staples. It's an incredible song, and it's just not, it just doesn't transcend you. You get it. Then we have Was a Moment. It was good. Maybe the first time I heard the album, it was a favorite, but it didn't really have the same lasting power as some of the other ones, or it didn't really grow with me as I grew. You know, it just didn't really have the sustainability that some of her other songs do. Then we have Bonus Track Worthy. Now, mind you, a lot of her bonus tracks are good. It's a decent song, but it's just not the best. Like, it shouldn't have been on the standard edition of the album. It could have been a bonus track. Then we have Never Listened To. You get the point. I just want to say that I think all of her music is incredible, but, you know, with different artists, you have songs you really like, and then you have songs you don't really like. So, yeah. And again, this is just my opinion, so don't hate me. Okay, let's get started. So I want to start with all of the singles that I have on here. Oh, I also want to say that I started with Born to Die because I don't really listen to AKA. The only one that I listen to from there is probably Pawn Shop Blues, because I think that song's beautiful. But the other ones I don't really listen to, so it wouldn't have been a fair ranking if I kept them in. So I started with Born to Die. Now, the singles. Okay, so first we got You'll Never Walk Alone. I really like the song, and I really love her version, but I don't really listen to it that much. So I'm gonna go into Never Listened To. The singles I found are pretty easy to put to kind of categorize. Big Eyes. I don't really listen to it, but it was nominated for a Golden Globe, so I'm gonna put it in Was a Moment. Looking for America. Same thing. I think it's a beautiful song. I just don't really listen to it. Don't Call Me Angel. Need I say more? Sorry to anyone who likes that song. I just can't really stand it. Summertime. I like Summertime. I'm gonna put it in Was a Moment because I feel like it was right before Chemtrails, so it kind of got people excited for the album, even though the album had a different sound than this cover. But I think of her covers, it's one of her best ones. So I'm gonna put it in Was a Moment. Okay, Young and Beautiful. we got our first God tier. Young and Beautiful is one of my favorite Lana Del Rey songs, and I don't care if people are like, oh, that's like a local song. I don't give a shit. I think it is such a beautifully written song. Sonically, it's amazing. Was snubbed at the Oscars, we know this, but I just love it. So I'm gonna put it in God tier, one of my favorites. Yeah, now let's start with the albums. This is when it gets hard. So, we're gonna start with Born to Die. Just start from there and go in order. So, Born to Die, the song. This is hard. This is hard. I don't know. I'm debating between God tier and iconic. Because that intro alone. The thing about Born to Die as a song is that I think that the lyrics are some of her best, and even the melodies are some of her best. When I think of my favorite Lana Del Rey songs, that one's not my favorite. So I'm gonna put it in iconic. Because it's definitely more than a moment. It's one of her staples, but it's not, I don't think, God tier for me. Off to the Races, God tier. And I'm gonna put it ahead of Young and Beautiful, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna put it ahead of Young and Beautiful for now, and then I can always move it around. Okay. Without You, I really like Without You as a bonus track. But even not as a bonus track, I feel like Without You could have been on the album. And Without You live, if you haven't seen it, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I can't. Get out.
Okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna go in order of the track listing. Sorry, this is very chaotic. This is very difficult. As someone who's a really big fan, this is very difficult. So I'm gonna go in order of track listing because I feel like if I visualize it that way, then I can think of how often I listen to it and if it's my favorite or not. So, okay, sorry. This is so chaotic already. Okay, Blue Jeans, iconic. I know it's not a favorite of mine. I mean, it's not like a God tier for me. Okay, then we have Video Games. Video Games, God tier. The thing about Video Games is that I know it's probably her biggest single, so a lot of like locals know it, but there's a reason why it's so big. Is because you take that melody and those lyrics, you could put it with any genre of music and I think it would stand on its own. So that's why it's God tier. Then we have, I think, Diamond Mountain Dew. I'm gonna say it was a moment because you know what? Diamond Mountain Dew is a song that I can listen to in the right vibe. Then National Anthem. Now this one's really hard because this was the first Lana Del Rey song that I had ever listened to and the first video that I saw. Because I remember it was 2012, it was like around summertime. And I remember I kept hearing her name come up, but I didn't actually know who she was. So I decided to Google her. And I think the day that I searched her up was the same day that she released the National Anthem video. And so I watched the video and I was just mesmerized by her and by the song and by the visuals and everything. I was like 12 years old watching National Anthem, but it is what it is. It's the first song of hers that I heard and kind of made me become a fan. Is it God tier or is it iconic? Is it as good as Video Games? And is it better than Born to Die? I'm gonna say iconic, but I'm gonna put it in between Blue Jeans and Born to Die because that's how I would rank it. What's next? I think next is Dark Paradise. Dark Paradise was one of my favorites when I first listened to the album when I was younger. I don't listen to it as much, so I'm gonna put it in is incredible. $1 Million Man, same thing. I'm just gonna put Never Listen To because I really don't. The live version is incredible.
There's this one for the money, oh, down by the shore. Wait one last time, I'm fine, and I'm ready to go.
If you agree with me, great. If you don't, that's fine. Without You, I love Without You. And I'm gonna put Radio and Was a Moment. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm switching it up. Switching it up. Lolita, we don't even need to talk about that one. Lucky Ones. I wanna know why so many people, because I see this, so many people on Twitter don't like this song. I don't understand. I think this song is beautiful. I think the production is beautiful. I think the lyrics are beautiful. I think her voice sounds beautiful. And I think that this song should have ended the standard edition of the album. I love it. And I'm gonna put it in iconic because I think it is a crime that she has not performed this song live. All right, I'm pretty happy with my ranking of Born to Die. Yeah, now let's get into Paradise. I already know Ride is one of my favorite songs of hers. I think it's God tier. I think it is one of her most emotional songs. American, I love American, so I'm gonna put it in iconic. It's my second favorite song, I think, on the EP. Cola's grown on me. When I first heard it, mind you, I was also like 12 listening to it, so I probably didn't really understand what she was saying at the time. But it's pretty catchy. I don't really listen to it that much. I'm gonna say Was a Moment because I think it's a good song. I just don't listen to it that much. Gods and Monsters, I hated at first. I really hated it at first. I didn't like it. I didn't like the production. I didn't like the lyrics. I didn't like the way she was singing. But it's really good. It's grown on me a lot. I'm gonna put it in iconic, I think. Okay, now on to Ultraviolence. Ultraviolence was the album that it was when I really started to fall in love with her. 2014, there was a lot going on personally that I was just, I felt really drawn towards listening to her music, and I found her music comforting at the time. There's a particular song on this album that is my all-time favorite Lana Del Rey song. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard one to do. This is gonna be a really hard one to do, but I'm excited. All right, so first we're gonna start with Cruel World. Cruel World is iconic for sure. I'm gonna put it at the front of iconic because I think it is, I think one of her best album openers and one of her best songs. That guitar line is sick at the beginning. Ultraviolence, I'm gonna put in God tier. I think it's one of her best songs. Shades of Cool. Hit or miss. Sometimes I really love it, and sometimes it's like, I could do without. So I'm gonna put it in Was a Moment because I think I remember when it first came out, I really loved it. Brooklyn Baby, I'm gonna put in iconic. I'm gonna put it there. I like Brooklyn Baby a lot. West Coast is God tier. God tier. It is, and what's funny is that I didn't even like it when it first came out. I think because I was used to her Born to Die sound, that I was like, what the fuck is this? But now, that shit fucking slaps. I'm gonna put it, at the front, and I'm gonna switch those two. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Pretty When You Cry. Pretty When You Cry. I don't know where to put it. Should I put it in iconic? The bridge alone is pretty iconic. Money, Power, Glory. Oh, that chorus is so good. Guys, this is really hard. This is really hard. Okay, and my ranking changes all the time. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that right now. Old Money. This is my favorite Lana Del Rey song. Of all time. Of all time. This song is... It's everything that I love about her as an artist, as a songwriter, as a lyricist, as a poet, as a musician. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I have a very deep emotional connection to that song. For that reason, it is my favorite Lana Del Rey song, and I don't think any song will ever top that one for me. Yeah, if you guys have like an all-time favorite song, let me know what yours is, because this one is definitely mine. I think the next song would have been an even better choice to end the album on for the standard edition, which is Black Beauty. Guns N' Roses is probably my least favorite Lana Del Rey song. 40 Kilos, iconic. I mean, come on. It's just so much fun. I think I like this ranking. I think I'm happy with this, so that's good. It's good. Okay, next we're going to get into Honeymoon. I don't know about you guys, but I find that there's some of her albums where I go back and I listen to just some songs here and there. But there's her other albums that I have to listen to in full as an album. And for me, Honeymoon is that album. That's just me. That's how I feel. So yeah, let's start ranking Honeymoon. So Honeymoon, the title track. You know what, I'm gonna say God tier. I'm gonna say God tier, because even though I don't necessarily go to listen to it that often, I think that it's in the same category as these other songs that I put up here. Music Torch Boys 2, iconic. Terrence Loves You is God tier. God Knows I Tried is another one. I'm gonna put it in God tier as well. There's something about that song. Was it High by the Beach after that? I think it's High by the Beach. Another one. Honestly, High by the Beach is one of my favorite songs of hers. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna put it. I listen to that song a lot. Religion I think is iconic. I think Religion is very, very good. Salvatore is iconic. I'm gonna put Religion in What's a Moment with Freak. I think it's on the same level. I like Salvatore more, so I'm gonna put that a bit higher. The Blackest Day is iconic. 24, least favorite song on Honeymoon. Alright, now on to Lust for Life. Now Lust for Life, a lot of people don't like this album. It's one of my favorites. And I know it's kind of all over the place. It's a bit chaotic at times. I think I just love only like it because it's like her most critically acclaimed. But I think there's a reason why it's her most critically acclaimed album, is because it's just her best album. There's no skips. If there is, it's maybe one or two. But this album, you can listen to in full and it's great, or you can take certain songs out and it's great. I'm a Norman fucking Rockwell stan, and this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Let's start with the title track. I almost have to look and see what the other songs are in each category to see if it measures up with those ones. I think title track, NFR, iconic. It's not God tier, but iconic. Mariners, God tier. One of her best songs, one of my favorite songs. I'm putting it... Oh, what am I gonna put? I'm gonna put it in front of Love, I think. Venice Bitch, again. Right up there with Mariners, God tier, one of her best. Fuck It, I Love You. I didn't like this one at first, to be honest, but it's really grown on me, so I'm gonna put it in iconic, because why not? Fuck It, I Love You. The drums are amazing. Doing Time, iconic. Love Song, Love Song's iconic, but it's like in front of... Is Love Song God tier? Guys, this is so hard. I'm gonna put Love Song in God. No, I'm gonna keep it in iconic. The next one, however, is God tier. How to Disappear. Can we talk about the fact that the live version is even better than the studio version, and the live version with just the piano should have been on the album? Because here's my thing, okay? When she performed it at, I think it was the Apple event or something like that, and I listened to the lyrics and it was just the piano, I was like, this is gonna be the next Video Games. And then I got the album and I was like, what is this? I'm gonna put it in Was a Moment because it's not... It could have been iconic. It could have been God tier for me. Next Best American Record. Really could have been iconic because that demo was so good, but I don't know why she had to re-record and change the lyrics. The Greatest, I'm gonna put it in God tier because it's still, I think, one of her best songs. Bartender, I like it. But it's a never listen to for me, dog.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
You get it. Shit, so I did it. Okay. That was a bit easier than I thought. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'll move on to Chemtrails Over the Country Club. Here's my thing with this album, okay? It's great. But I feel like it could have been better. And maybe that's just because I don't have as much time with this album as I do with the other albums, so that might be why it's not like up there for me like some of the other albums are. I think it has some of her best songs in her career. I can think of 3 songs that I think are her best songs that I'm already gonna put. 2 of them at least I'm putting in God tier. But then there's some other ones that I think are beautiful, but they lack oomph, you know? White Dress, Starting Off Strong, that's God tier. That's some God tier shit. One of her best songs. Chemtrails with a Country Club, 2 for 2. For me, Chemtrails is up there for me with like Young and Beautiful. Tulsa Jesus Freak, iconic. It's iconic. Okay, Let Me Love You Like a Woman. I really like Let Me Love You Like a Woman. I know a lot of people don't like that song, so I'm gonna put it in Was a Moment. But I'm gonna put it at the front of Was a Moment because I do really like that song. I know people don't, and that's fine. That's the beauty of different opinions. Wild at Heart. Because I feel like it's a bonus track of Norman fucking Rockwell. Dark But Just a Game it's like top of iconic for me, I think. Yeah. What's was the next? Oh, Not All Who Wander Are Lost. I'm gonna put that in iconic, right behind Tulsa Jesus Freak. It's one of my favorites off the album. It is beautiful. I did do a little bit of a cover on it on TikTok, so if that's something that you want to check out, again, I'll link my TikTok below. If not, I don't care. That's cool too. Yeah, Dance Till We Die. The bridge makes the song, but sometimes I just skip to hear the bridge. Therefore, I don't listen to the song that much. Her most recent singles, they literally just came out. I haven't had much time with them, but I think they're incredible. Her voice feels fuller. I'm gonna put Blue Banisters in Was a Moment. I'm sure it'll end up being iconic, but right now it's Was a Moment. I think Textbook is iconic. Shit, okay. I just finished. Don't want to move anything around. No. I think I'm good with this ranking. This video is much longer than it probably had to be. For anyone that is still here at the end, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more content like this. Again, comment below what your ranking system would be. What are some of your favorites? What are some of your least favorites? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments if you want me to rank her albums, or if you want me to rank other artists and their songs, if this is something you want to see more in the future of. Please let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. So, bye.